The following review is based on a true story of a man who sat on his butt in a chair and told you about a film that he just saw. That film is called The Conjuring. It's the brand new horror movie from the director of Saw and Insidious, James Wan. But this one is actually based on the scary true story of a young family who had 5 girls and their house engulfed them into This film actually stars Via Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as a real-life couple, the Warrens, who went around the country solving crimes of ghosts or whatever. That I think some of those stories were based on some popular movies like Amityville Horror and something else. But this time they're dealing with a family, the parents played by Lily Taylor and Ron Livingston, and there are 5 girls. They have 5 girls in this family. And they just move into this house and they're happy and they're joyful, but of course this is a horror movie, bad things have to happen or you're really not going to get your money's worth. Again, this movie says that it is based on a true story, which for me is a killjoy. That is one horrible thing to say when you're making a horror movie. It's just something that really bugs me and I'm really tired of it. But I remember seeing the trailer to this movie and having some sort of hope, because I liked what the director did before with Insidious, and of course he has Insidious 2 coming out in September. So I really liked the trailer. It felt like it set up some really cool scenario, maybe something we haven't seen before when they're adding the claps. So that was kind of cool and gave me some hope for this movie that I was about to see. And as the movie started, it did look like a movie. It did sound like a movie. The production value was really high, and I liked the way the house looked, and I liked the way the movie looked. I was trying to find some sort of scary moment, like some sort of reason. There you go. Some sort of reason to make me buy into this whole scenario. And if you put based on a true story in front of the movie, that's not going to help my experience at all. I would rather see inspired or nothing at all, because when there's nothing at all, you can just make up anything and try and scare the audience, maybe show them something new. And sadly, this movie shows us nothing new. It is standard textbook horror making, and there's nothing really offered. There is nothing in this film that I have never seen before. I have seen everything. Like, I don't know how, it's a tough genre, and I love the horror genre. When they get it right, do they get it right? But in this film, not even the good acting can get this movie right, not even the high production value and the cinematography can get this right. There was never a moment in this film that I actually believed in the scenario, believed in the situation. I was not scared 1 minute in this entire film. By the 45-minute mark, I was ready for this movie to be over and done with. It just lagged and it was boring, and it's something I know is really tough to do, and for me, it did not work. Now, if you're someone who gets easily scared and is easily manipulated when it comes to horror films, you may enjoy this movie. But it just takes a lot for me to really buy into something that is happening that is remotely spooky or scary. I do have to admit that there is this doll that is used a few times, even to the point where they shoehorn the story a little bit to get the doll to come back. That doll is very creepy and probably the only redeeming value of the entire film. Other than that, this movie is forgettable. It doesn't get me excited for horror movies. I would probably rather see something that maybe went straight to video, because this movie is getting released in July 19th, and if you are not a horror fan, you're not going to enjoy this. But if you're someone who gets easily persuaded by anything that's spooky, any kind of cliche, anything we've seen before, you may enjoy this film. But I would not recommend this film. I'm going to give The Conjuring 2 stars. I'm Movie Man Chad. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And also go to WhoYouTube.com. And I just want to thank Zachary Marsh, the film wizard from We Live Film, for hooking me up with this screening. And I also did a review with Joe Caldwell that'll be on the We Live Film channel if you want to see what his thoughts were. I highly recommend it. He's a great guy. He loves horror films, and he's got a really amazing opinion about this movie. And last but not least, if you would love for the chance to see one 2D movie a day, I highly recommend you check out MoviePass.com. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.